Good morning, I'm Clinton Griffiths. USDA giving us a new snapshot about major grains and what's still in the bin here and around the world. Releasing its monthly supply demand report, the numbers bringing few reactions from grain markets on Tuesday. Now let's focus for a moment on U.S. ending stocks, with USDA leaving the corn and soybean numbers unchanged from last month. Corn at 1.5 billion bushels, soybeans at 380 million bushels, while knocking 4 million bushels off the pile when it comes to wheat, now at 794 million, due to slightly higher demand here at home. Ag Day's Michelle Rook joins me. Michelle, the big story in this month's report are the cuts made to some South American production.
Clinton, the February WASDE is usually fairly benign, and USDA didn't disappoint, leaving domestic balance sheets unchanged, a stark contrast from the shock we saw in the January report. However, they did make some minor adjustments in the global and South American numbers for both corn and soybeans. The question, though, is will it make a difference? USDA did make some slight revisions in South American production in the February WASDE. For soybeans, Brazil production was unchanged at a record 169 million metric tons. Argentina production was lowered by 3 million metric tons to 49 million.
Yes, they did lower the Argentina crop, and that was expected. Argentina's been dealing with some dry weather.
The question now is what happens with weather in South America and possible future revisions, because the soybean crop there is still a record and larger than last year. Plus, while world ending stocks were lowered 4 million metric tons, it doesn't move the needle.
The world numbers, it really doesn't matter. I mean, you're still looking at, they get very close to record all-time highs of beans. In the world, stocks use number one or number two, stocks use records at all-time highs. So we've got plenty of beans.
South American corn production was also lowered by 1 million metric tons in Argentina, but also 1 million metric tons in Brazil. And the latter surprised McCormick.
I'm guessing they're going to plant the safrinha crop late, which maybe means maybe not as many acres, or potentially you could run out of water here.
World carryout was lowered 3 million tons on corn at 290 million, leaving little room for error.
The world carryout number on the corn, it continues to shrink. It's one of the tightest stocks use we've had in the last few years. So what this means, Michelle, is it is going to put the pressure on for the safrinha crop that's just getting planted, and then the U.S. crop and how many acres we can get in, as well as how this crop produces.
McCormick thinks the reason USDA left domestic numbers unchanged was due to the uncertainty of tariffs and the effects of retaliatory tariffs on U.S. exports. I'm Michelle Rook reporting for Ag Day.